Let the games begin.
We bought this 1980s house with everything included, and we're now attempting to turn it into our dream home. But the upstairs has easily turned into our biggest project to date, with setback after setback. In this episode, we're calling him back up to tackle it head on.
I'm questioning our sanity a little bit to do this ourselves.
And heading out to explore the North Idaho mountains for a much needed reset in between projects.
We're Andy and MH. After 6 years driving across the globe, from California to Argentina, up to the Arctic, Europe to Turkey, and through Africa, we're now building our home base in Idaho, transforming a 1980s house into our dream home, wrenching on our rigs, and still chasing adventure. It is finally time to finish the upstairs. This project has been the one that just keeps on giving. We thought we were so close to finishing it and then found out that we had to rip down all of the cedar ceilings upstairs. Oh my gosh. Do spray foam. And now we're back to semi-square one, trying to do all of the drywall. I've been a bit overwhelmed on the drywall side of things, not really knowing where to start, if we should bring in professionals for it. And so before we do pull the trigger on bringing in professionals, I at least want to give it a try and see if I can do it myself. So my mom has actually come up to help me, and we are going to see how much we can tackle together over the next couple days. Everyone meet Eva Ann.
Hello.
This is my mom. She's amazing. And if you ever wondered where I got Mary Hannah from, I come from a long line of double names. So she is Eva Ann, or if you want to shorten it like you shorten M8, EA for short. Drywall time. Looks like cake. I could eat that. Let the games begin. So first we're just gonna go around and fill all of the bigger gaps. Okay, so we filled all the holes. We're gonna sand that down now, and then we're gonna start mudding and taping everything off. Why are you so good at that? It definitely helps getting all the bubbles out. I can't get over how much better you are at this than my shoddy work in the hallway.
Yes. I about died when I saw that. If I do it that way, then I'm gonna come back that way.
This is so much thinner than when I was using it. Did you end up putting water in it?
I put a little bit in there.
It's funny how much easier a project is, or less intimidating when you have somebody else doing it with you. All right, Mom and I are back at it today. We made pretty good progress yesterday. We got all of the straights taped and then all of the screw holes covered. And so today we're gonna be doing the corners and a second pass on the straights, right?
And the nail holes.
And the nail holes.
Screw holes.
The gift that keeps on giving. But we're actually making pretty good progress. I'm pleasantly surprised. I thought that even to get to this point was going to take a couple of days. So we'll get there little by little. How's it going in here?
Slow but steady.
It's looking good. You've gotten a couple corners taped off, huh?
Yeah.
Every little bit helps. One step closer.
You're getting there.
I've gotten all of the corners done on this wall, and so now I'm gonna move up to doing the corner or the flats on the ceiling. That way I can do the corners all along the edge. What nail holes?
Look at that smooth.
It is smooth. Now can we just do the corners? We'll see.
Yeah, and how this comes out.
Look at that. 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 Look It is day 3 of drywalling.
Slowly but surely, forward progress is being made.
It is being made. I don't think I had a full appreciation for how long of a process drywalling is. I have been humbled, I will say. But we're making really good progress. All the nail holes are really looking good. And now we just need to sand off the straights.
Let's get after it.
Mom is flying out tomorrow, so we are going to try and get as much done today as we can. I'm hoping, even if we can't get all this finished, which is obviously totally fine, if she can just show me in a little segment of how to get it smooth over the tape sections, that way I feel a little bit more confident. But I will say, over the last couple of days, I have learned so much already. You guys should have seen my first attempt out in the hallway. It was pretty horrendous. That was, a couple of months ago that I did that. And so, if anything, I'm better than I was when we started. Let's get to it. It's working really well. Okay, that sander is awesome. It is gonna save us so much time. I think we'll use that to get the big stuff knocked down, and then we'll come back and fine tune it. I'm not sure if you can hear Benji, but our Home Depot order just arrived. We just found out last week that you can order Home Depot through DoorDash. And so every time we need to get like 1 or 2 things, like this morning, Mom and I wanted some more mud and a couple other little finishing touches, primer and stuff. Got it delivered in an hour and a half.
That's crazy, isn't it?
That is crazy.
That's quicker than if I would have just gone.
I know. Got the goods, huh? Oh wow, I ordered a lot of paper towels. I did not realize I ordered, what is that? 24 rolls. Auto break. Yee boy.
We're getting there.
You have the patience of a saint. I do not. Okay, I saw this on a reel. I have no idea if it'll work, but I saw people putting mud on a roller and then rolling it before you do your skim coat. So we're gonna give this a try. It could go horribly wrong, but we'll see. All right, moment of truth, Mom. Oh, heck yes.
Much better.
I think that's gonna work.
Yeah.
It does look like it has little furries or something in it, doesn't it? Okay, the roller was actually working, but we realized we didn't have a high density roller, and so all the little hairs from the roller were coming off in the mud. So we just ordered some. I placed another order at Home Depot. Should be here in a bit, but until then, we're just gonna plaster the old school way. I would be lying if I didn't say I'm questioning our sanity a little bit to do this ourselves. I'm starting to hit a wall. It's day 3.5. Yeah. I'm glad we've done it or doing it, but I'm also strongly contemplating paying someone to do the rest of it. All right, second order just came from Home Depot with different rollers, so we're gonna try this again. Good luck. Nice.
Have you had some professionals come in?
Mom and I? Okay, we have 2 hours until we have to leave for the airport, and we are back at it in here trying to get as much finished off as we can before we leave. We're so close! If all goes well, I might even be able to prime it this week. That's a wrap. I think that's as much as we're gonna get done this trip, but wow.
We've done a lot.
That was a lot of work.
Woo-wee, I'm beat.
Same.
I've got a feeling we're going to regret this, but we've started now, so there's no going back. Basically, this is all like textured wall, and Mary Hannah wants it smooth, and she wants a plasterer, but there's no plasters around, so she asked me to become one, so we're just going to skim over top and see what happens.
I think it's going pretty well.
I mean, when I say skim over top, it's definitely going to need a professional sander.
I feel like this will be way better than it was before, even if it's not perfect.
So, change of plan. While the walls are drying with my bit of a shabby plastering job, but we'll see, hopefully I'll be a good sander. We're going to just take Tango out for the night. We've literally got a camper van or campered four-wheel drive, whatever you want to call it, just parked up there, and we've not been using it. Let's go out for at least one night. So Mary Hannah's just editing right now. I've just wired up some power so that we could have the Starlink Mini so she can upload the video. But it's going to be cool just to get out there. Like, I can't even remember where all the stuff are. I've had to go look for pots and pans and cups and all that sort of stuff. So it's going to be good to just go out for one night. I just need to throw some beers and some food in the fridge, and I think we're pretty much ready to go. Start stocking the fridge.
I'm so excited. I feel like it's been ages since we've gone out in Tango. Even just putting the sheets on and stuff earlier, I was flashing back to, you remember when we first landed in Africa? And I was putting the sheets on for the first time in the Durban port or whatever. Benji, up! Someone's so excited. We're going on an adventure! Oh, he's so cute. My little family! This is his first bit of off-roading. He's not really sure about it. You coming up here? Yeah, I'm gonna go down into my little hole.
And if you're wondering how we find these trails, over the last 6 years we've been using this app called Onyx Off-Road. And one of the things that Mary Hannah finds me doing in my spare time is just searching the map to see what cool trails are near us, so then we can get out at the weekend and explore. Not only can you record your routes, you can also add waypoints along the way so you can come back to them at a later date or share them with your friends and family. If you use the link in our description, you can get a 7-day free trial and you can get 20% off an elite membership. And thanks to Onyx Off-Road for sponsoring this episode. We're going to be using this app a lot more come this summer.
Literally his favourite place in the world, isn't it?
He's so happy. What you think, huh?
This is such a nice place to have a reset. I'm just getting the fire going. I'm going to put some sausages on. While I'm living the lovely life, Mary Hannah is slaving away, editing.
Hello, everyone.
But what a place to be editing.
Yeah, this
like,
is amazing.
normally she's editing like at home and whatever, which the thing is, like, even though it's our house, because we're living in it, it feels like we're never leaving that construction site. So we're always talking about the next project and whatever. So coming out here today, just for one night away, it feels like you can finally switch off just a little bit. I know Mary Hannah's still working, but hopefully she'll be finished soon. We're not the fastest at editing. I don't know how long other people take to edit YouTube videos, but it's taking us about 15, 16 hours to do a video. Just listening to the crackle of the fire now, the river's just rushing past us. Yeah, this is the life. We need to do this more often.
Someone's got little happy feet.
Seems ages since we've used this method, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So these are just pour overs.
They are good though, collapsible. Benji's having the time of his life over there, digging to China or somewhere. Where are you digging to, buddy? He's got a plan, don't you? Have you got a plan? Hi, puppy boy. Hello, sweetie. Aww. And I am aware that this probably seems ridiculous that we've brought Will camping, but we do want to try and go on the road a little bit later this year. And so I want to get him used to the car and camping and stuff, because I don't want to board him for the whole time that we have to leave, or leave him at home for weeks at a time and have to have somebody come by the house. So hopefully he can turn into our little adventure kitty. He's still a little bit unsure outside. You saying goodbye to your favorite spot, sweetie? Come on then.
Right, so we want Will to have a nicer time. He's enjoying it-ish. He's a little bit restless. And then I had a thought. When we were in the Congo, the gorillas that they were going to re-release at some point, they put them on an island because gorillas don't like water. So then I thought, well, cats, I know they do go in water, but generally speaking don't like water. So I'm on a bit of a mission to see if I can find like an island in the river where we can chill out. Will's got more space to roam, but he also less likely to run away.
Come on, William. We'll have an adventure cat. I guess he would be good on a sailboat. Hi, sweetie boy. Steady. Spaghetti! Woo!
No.
Y'all, I think this is exactly what we needed. Andy and I have had such a good day. Originally, we're only planning on coming out for one night, and we were gonna leave this morning first thing, but we ended up staying the entire day, and it's now 4:30, and we were just debating if we should stay one more night, and we looked at all of our food and drinks and cat food and dog food, and we didn't bring enough cat food or dog food, and we have one steak between the two of us. So we decided it's probably best to just go ahead and head home, but I am really, really sad that we're having to pack up because it just feels like we're on vacation today. It's amazing to have this in our backyard.
Another reason why we have to come back out here is I can literally see like 6 fish just like swimming into the upstream, and I've put like a worm across the nose, a spinner across the nose. I don't know, they just don't eat you, so I'm gonna have to come back.
Someone pooped.
Right, it's almost the time to start cutting the yard again. I did try to start it yesterday, but the battery were totally dead. So I'll put it on charge and we'll see. Come on. Oh! Yeah, so although it's got the voltage, that battery doesn't have the real juice, the real power behind it. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, so we'll go to the shop, we'll get oil, filter. Do I need a new blade for this? Seeing as though I'd pretty much just use this as like a brush hog and just gone over anything and everything. No doubt I'll probably need a blade. So oil, filter, maybe a blade, and a new battery. I've been into town and got the goods. Hopefully it doesn't give us too many problems. We'll just start with the battery and then go from there. Those terminals are the opposite way around, I think, to the one that I took out. I don't know how I get so many things wrong. I mean, it's still going to work, but anyway, let's not let it get us down here. That'll reach to there and that'll reach to there. I think we'll be all right. I'll clean those bolts up though, they look a bit rusty. Right, let's give that a go then. Come on, baby. Well, it definitely needs an air filter. I really hope that I don't need to clean the carb out or whatever. Oh, there we go. I think it just needs the tiniest bit of help. Right, I may as well just put the new air filter on. I just bought a kit from Home Depot, and then I'll go for a little drive. Wrong air filter. I think I need to stop trusting ChatGPT. Should be that. Oh. It's my own fault though for not. I should have taken the cover off and looked, but I just took a picture of the serial number and then I put that in, and yeah. Well, I don't feel like going back to Home Depot, so it looks like it's not getting serviced right now. Old filter back on. The main thing, at least it starts, that's the main thing. I just want to cut the grass. Do I change the fuel filter though while I'm here? Because I did get a spare fuel filter. Yeah, let's do that. That's actually got quite a lot of dirt in it. Maybe I need to clean the tank. I do have some new blades though, so I'm just going to change those out. And this should do us for today. I think they've seen better days. I've obviously been using this too much as a mulcher than I have as a little grass cutter, but that's the new one. That's the old one. It also looks like the star shape that's on the drive side is pretty chewed up. All right, on to the next one. Yeah, this one's the same. The drive side's chewed up. I mean, this is the first time I've ever looked underneath a lawnmower, but I'm guessing this star shape here should sit inside. That should sit onto it, where it looks like it's just chewed it up. So it's just going to be the nut that's holding it realistically, apart from a slight shoulder. Could be wrong though. Right, let's give it a go then. So it still needs an oil change, but at least it's got new blades, new fuel filter. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Here we go. Oh, I love this thing. I don't know why, but I've always wanted a ride-on lawnmower. So we're absolutely buzzing when one came with the house. Don't get me wrong, I always wanted a John Deere. Hence why you might see me wearing the hats. I'm one of those people that's like, I might not have it yet, but if I keep putting it out there, one day I'll get one. Right, let's try these blades. I do have quite a lot of stones and stuff that I need to watch out for. I'm gonna have to lower those. There we go. Hey! Why is this so much fun? Oh no. That's my new blade ruined already. I think I wouldn't mind one of those Milwaukee brushes to brush the gravel back into the road. I think we'll call that a success. Well, after an amazing weekend, it feels like the first weekend where we finally fully relaxed, doesn't it? Honestly, we kept saying to each other, with the spot that we love by the river, it's like 40 minutes away. We ended up on that island and it felt like we were in Australia or something. Not that we've been to Australia yet, but from the videos we've seen, and we were just like, come back.
Vacation, for
yeah.
sure.
And we were just like, oh, we're ready to go again now. But that was so good, and we're going to keep doing that more often. But that's give time for my very not so traditional plastering to see how that gets on. When I started putting it on the walls, I got halfway through and I thought, oh, I think I should have put PVA glue on here to try and help it bond a bit better, but I suppose we'll see if it starts falling off the walls when I start sanding it now.
Our holiday is over. We now have 8 days until our friends are coming from California, and they have a family of 5, and we only have 1 guest room right now. So this is in a little bit of a state. We don't have carpet. We just finished drywall. We're still sanding drywall, and we've got a long way to go. But I think we have a cool idea for this wall, which I'm pretty excited about behind me. And we're gonna see if we can bring this to life.
Got it.
Right, time's to say goodbye to this trim. Oh no. Well, with that, this is the first room in the whole entire house that does not have any wood trim in it. We are actually going to replace all of the trim in this room. And I hope that we're not stealing the heart and soul of this house and the character of it, but I have this vision that I want it to be like cozy English cottage mixed with North Idaho. So hopefully we're making the right decision. We'll see.
The upstairs project has been such a massive undertaking, and for a while there we were feeling super overwhelmed, but having my mom come up was just the push that we needed to get over the hump, and we can finally see light at the end of the tunnel.
so much stuff in here.
Just keeps going.
Thanks for watching.
Join us next week as we race to transform this room before our friends arrive, painting the walls, installing carpet, and finally turning this construction site into a cozy guest room.
And please hit that subscribe button. It costs naught to you, but means a lot to me.